Hello, everybody on YouTube. I have another video here, and this is going to be a spiritual type video. I want to talk about authorities and false authorities. And, I listen and watch a lot of those spirited shows on Blog Talk Radio, YouTube, and other audio and video um, places, platforms where people can put up their stuff, even regular blog posts. And a lot of the times, people in those shows, they offer themselves up as the authority. Either offer themselves up as their authority or the entity, the being that they, what's the word, that they say that they can communicate with, or or letting that particular being talk through them. They set up either themselves or that particular entity or entities as a authority that you should listen to if you want to advance in a spiritual thing. But there is a problem with that, setting, and that's the main problem that we have here in not just the United States, but the whole world, where people have these outer authorities that they look to for guidance to solve their problems, so they don't have to make the decisions, the hard decisions that they must do in order to learn a particular lesson, or a series of lessons. Because there's only one true authority, and that is our soul. Each of us has a soul that is connected to the one soul of the universe, of God. And all these other, not just aliens or angels or entities or, excuse me, or even human beings who set themselves up as the authority to listen to if you want to, have the answers, because the answers that we seek many times don't come from these outer sources. They come from within us when we connect with our own soul. When we connect with our own soul and have true soul communion, a giving and taking of the soul, when we can communicate with our own soul. And it is a hard thing to people to try, because it requires a lot of thinking, thinking things out, coming up with right thought, right judgments, living right, and trying to understand what your power is. And when we commune with our soul, we have all the answers that we need, because our soul is connected to us. It's interested in our self-development. It is a part of us. Kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a spiritual big brother, I guess. It's part of us. It is us. We do have a helper that helps us connect us to our souls. Some people call them guardian angels or guardian spirits. But their purpose is just to help us connect with our own soul. They're like the mediators between us and our souls. And that's where the dynamic should only be. It shouldn't be outside of yourself, because nobody else knows what you're going through, what you need, but you. When you ask the right questions and look for the answers, and are able to be open and listen to what your inner promptings, your soul, has to say. So, I mean, any alien, angel, spirit, or human being that does that, they're all false authorities, because they're delaying your progress, and they're only increasing their power of control over you, but they don't have control. You have control in what you decide to do, how and what you decide to become, and what you decide to do. You're the one that has the control. And we should follow, those inner promptings, those gifts that we have, where we're naturally led to just by following that still small voice within us that first manifests as intuition. But that intuition grows into a communication, a communion. And then once that communion happens, we know who, we know who we are. Because our one life, and when I talk about one life, I've mentioned it many times before, but just to briefly explain that, one life is what people think of as reincarnation. Even though you're really not that separate person from another time in the past. It's you at a earlier stage in development, learning a particular lesson in that particular moment of time. Just like in this particular moment of time, you have lessons to learn. And these lessons that we learn in this particular moment of time build upon what we've learned in the past. And this is how we grow. This is how we become. So we need to that's what we need, to listen to our own authority, our soul. Or if you don't have soul communion yet, just listen to those inner promptings. Go within. Talk to your soul like it can listen, and it can talk to you back, because it can. It just may not be in a way that you're familiar with, or that you're expecting. Because that our soul, which I think we do merge with when we're no longer in physical form, sees and knows all the knows where we've been and what we decided to do for the future, the present, the future. Our one life has passed through many points in time and space and is connected with our soul, which is connected to the one life, the one soul that is the one God. So I suppose that's just, I just wanted to talk about that and talk about the false authorities. And just like, the false authorities that we have, the human false authorities. The president who likes to set himself up as an authority. Actually, he's not the only president that's done that, and probably won't be the last one either. Thinking that they have the solutions. They're just a manager. And some are leaders. They take this country to a different place to overcome like past decisions. The leaders in management, the priests and the ministers, we also set themselves up as authority. In the Catholic tradition, we set up as authority the saints, the angels. But the saints and the angels are here for us, to help us commune with our own soul. And that should be anyone that's in charge or helping us. That should be the goal, to help us commune with our own soul. We get our own answers from within. To walk our own lives that we decide to walk. Because there's great power in decision, and many of us throw that power away or give it away to somebody else that does not have our best interests at heart. So this video is just warning people, just to kind of think who you set up as an authority. Now, it's good to have leaders and managers, but their only purpose is to help you out. To help, like if they're a leader or manager of a particular business, to make sure that business succeeds, so you have the money that you need to do the things that you need to do, or the time that you need to do, or the experience that you need to have to do what you want to do. That's all the leaders and the managers are for, including politicians. Those in positions of power, the president, the Congress, and those other dictators and stuff like that from all around the world. It's all outer authorities. You want to listen to the inner authority, and you want to make your own decisions. Chart your own course, because that's what you're here for. To learn how to do that, to learn to do stuff, to learn something new each and every time that you take physical, and of course to live right and proper and honor those who you meet upon your path. Respect them, because they're trying to do the same thing with themselves. Well, that's what they should be doing anyways. So I suppose I'll just end the video here, giving you some food for thought. Be true to the one. Stay creative in the magic of life. Thank you for watching.